In the newsroom now is Philippe Reines. Did I say that right?
Reines.
Reines, God.
Close enough.
A former advisor to the Hillary Clinton campaign, and also Hillary Clinton while she was a U.S. Senator and Secretary of State. Annalise Jordan, former advisor to Senator Rand Paul's presidential campaign, a Time magazine columnist, and an MSNBC political analyst. I'm not sure why we gave you all of your titles since we're short on time. Anyway, we're short on time. Trey Gowdy's leaving. What does this do for the Democrats?
Well, I think a lot of Democrats, including me and I think my boss, probably cheered because he's been part of the problem the last few years. To your point, or to Mark Murray's point, it's amazing how many Republican chairmen have left or have said they're going to leave. And it might not even be because they think they're going to lose the House. It might be because they don't want to be there either way. They are probably pretty frustrated, not to stand up for Mr. Gowdy or others, but it has been obviously a rough ride to even be a Republican under Donald Trump. He has thwarted them, his own party ostensibly, at many turns, aside from tax reform.
Is that fair, though? I mean, they have tax reform. They put a number of Republican judges into position. A lot of Republicans say that Donald Trump's gotten a lot done for their agenda. Maybe not big legislation, but gotten things done. Do you think that this is a frustration on the Republican side?
Donald Trump has consistently put Republicans in a really untenable position of backing conservative principles or backing just Donald Trump and whatever his ideology and whim is at the given moment. You look at what's happening over the last couple of weeks, and with this memo, the very contentious Nunes memo that the House Intel Committee is debating releasing, you look at where Trey Gowdy was on that debate, and he was on the side of the FBI should vet it. Yes, it should be released, but let's vet it. Let's go through proper channels. And so let's not let this infect the Mueller investigation. Let's make very clear to people that this is not a part of the Mueller investigation. So you look at how he is differing with other Republicans and arguably being far more responsible.
Are Democrats, are they going to be able to capitalize on all of the energy that's out there, these retirements? Do you see anything forestalling a blue wave in 2018?
Honestly, no. I know I'm not supposed to say that, not supposed to raise expectations. But I think if you look at what's happening, with the exception of the tax cut, and with the exception of the market, which are not insignificant exceptions, but I think that if people were not feeling so much richer from the stock market, which is odd since many of them aren't even in the stock market, but somehow think they are, there would be no question that President Trump's party is heading for a shellacking. Now, ironically, if I were President Trump, I don't know that I'd be all that upset about that. I think the worse they do the end of this year, probably the more helpful it is for him if he can avoid impeachment or other unpleasantries for him in 2020.
Democrats getting into power. You're not a Democrat, at least, but do you think they try to impeach him?
I think they definitely will try to impeach them. That's where the fever pitch is moving. And already you see there's pressure among the activist camp of the Democrats to call for his impeachment now. And a little bit too soon before we know what the actual results of the Russia investigation, what Bob Mueller has found out. But this is definitely not going away anytime soon.
Fun fact about Philippe, in case you forgot, he played Donald Trump in the mock debates for Hillary Clinton.
Stuck in my head.
Do you have an impression?
I don't, other than I was, last night I was watching him and I thought, if Donald Trump can't make the State of the Union not boring, nobody can.
Oh, gosh. Philippe Reines.
Reines,
gosh. And Elise
Jordan.
This is Kadi Tur reporting. Next, back to the other breaking news out of Virginia.